Here from Friedman Adventures. I apologize for the tardiness of this report. I was trying to connect with my dear friend, U.S. retired Marine Jeff Lingle, who is currently with the Department of Defense. He not only is a dear friend, but he's also an outstanding fisherman. And he works for the Department of Defense, taking high security folks fishing. He loved Mikey, and I wanted Jeff to join us on this, but unfortunately, I think I screwed everything up, so we weren't able to do it. Jeff's going to be able to chime in with us. I want to tell you all that this is our last update regarding Mikey, unless something else happens. But at this point, with the family releasing some information, we both, Jeff and I, and we've been talking quite a bit today. If I get anything wrong, Jeff, please correct me. But we both feel like this is now transitioned into recovery and that there is little effort, if any, now trying to find Mikey. He is presumed still lost at sea. The family, we have been respecting them. Much of what we were told, Jeff and myself, about what was on the GoPro video seems to be about right. Some of it may change. There's been some facts that change from time to time, but apparently Mikey had some line caught in his prop. He was working diligently to get that out. The motor dislodged somehow. The skiff ended up upside down, and Mikey ended up in the water. What exactly happened to Mikey? The family said there was no video evidence of that, or they were unwilling to say at this point in time. But definitely very, very sad. As I don't want to say that we're giving up hope entirely, because until we see evidence to the contrary, we're going to continue with the hope. I see so many of you leaving comments. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get to all of those comments, but I just want to make a general statement about all of you. And that includes Jeff and the dog, just everybody in the Freeman Adventures family. Mikey has brought us together even closer than we were before. We all united behind this common goal of trying to find Mikey, of sending money in to help the effort in terms of finding him. And then all of you showing your love and thoughts and prayers and sending it toward the family there in Mexico, or the family went down to Mexico where Mikey was lost. Um, that is the kind of thing that's amazing. I'll give you a perfect example of this. I just released a moment ago a video of these bluefin tuna going crazy off Hippolito Bay. That guy, Captain Sonny, was going by Bahia Asuncion, and he got in contact with me. He was able to send me a message, and he said, "Phil, do I stop and start searching? Do I continue on?" And I advised him to talk to the folks there on the ground and make a decision from there. But this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. People going out of their way to really, 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 show their love and concern and do anything they possibly could. I mean, part of the hard part about all of this is how we feel so impotent, and there's not much you can do other than pray. Not underestimating the power of prayer, but you want to get in there and actually do something. Many people did just that down there in Bahia Asuncion, and they're the real heroes, the ones that got out there and looked around and scoured around and did their very, very best to find Mikey. At this point in time, he still is lost at sea. The skiff was recovered. There's, of course, going to be some investigation. Hopefully, we'll get some more, excuse me, some more questions answered as we go along. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories going on, but I really, at this point, the evidence seems to suggest that it was just as simple as what I kind of described to you a moment ago. And talking to my friend Jeff Lingle, retired U.S. Marine, now currently with the Department of Defense, talking to him, he said, a lot of guys say, well, wait a minute, you fall in the water and it's not that big a deal. You get the skiff upright and you're good, no problem. I don't get it. What happened here? And Jeff made the point, and I clearly get it. Man, it's a whole different ball game when you're alone and you're scared and you start to panic a little bit. It just, things can spiral out of control and go downward really, really, really fast. So we are not going to have any more updates with regard to this unless, of course, there is something that warrants another one. But at this point in time, the search has become a recovery mission. That's what everybody is going to do at this point in time. I see some guys asking about life jackets. I've heard reports that, most of you watched Mikey know that he didn't go anywhere without a life jacket. I've heard reports that he was not wearing a life jacket when he went in the water, and that is a little perplexing. Whether that's, a slam dunk truth or not, we're speculating here, and I really don't want to get into the speculation. There's going to be an investigation. The facts will come out, and we'll learn more about it. We just have to exercise a little bit of patience, as we did during this whole thing. Respecting the family, that's the most important thing. It's his dad, his brother, his loved ones. You have to respect those people, because if that were my son, I would be devastated, heartbroken. God knows what dark place I might end up in if something like that happened to Philip or and Patrick. I would, I would, I would not handle that very well at all. I'll tell you that right now. So it does seem like, probably, and Jeff can tell me, I'm guessing this is going to go on as a tragic boating accident right now, at least with the kind of preliminary facts that we have gotten in here. Once again, you know, we're going off what we're reading from the family. So I'm not saying that, that's not the exact thing that happened, but sometimes under stress, they're under tremendous stress also. You maybe let the investigation play out, and then we'll find out more about all of this. For now, I think that if all of you just continue to keep Mikey in your thoughts and prayers, and maybe he shows up, man. Jeff made that comment the other day that, he could be unconscious somewhere, he could be on a boat where they don't speak his language and they haven't figured it out yet. I mean, those are very remote possibilities. Jeff and I both realize that. But I mean, if you don't want to give up hope, that's a good thing. Hope is a really good, strong thing. In the time being, however, let's all recognize how much closer we are as a community, how much love Mikey spread. I mean, I can tell you right now, just personally, that trip that we did with the Stoke for Life Foundation, the paraplegic guys, who, big shout out to those guys, they're amazing. Wheelchairs, catching yellowtail. Mikey was right there. I got to spend that day with him. That was phenomenal. I did a podcast with Mikey where we got into some of his addiction issues, my addiction issues. He became not only just somebody you would admire, but also a source of inspiration for so many people. Mikey became that to me in that interview. I remember him saying, I don't really talk about that kind of stuff in my interviews. You really got that stuff out of me, and I'm glad you did, because I've been dying to share it. Kind of maybe cathartic for him. So that was great. And then here recently, we had a day here, a surf fishing festival event, and man, Mikey showed up for that. And he just, couldn't get enough of the people who were here sharing his love for sport fishing, shucking it up, having fun, shooting some video, just enjoying life. And some people say, well, at least Mikey, if this is the end for Mikey, he was doing something he really enjoyed in life. No doubt about it. We have so many people that are leaving comments. I wish I could answer them right now. Keep the faith, keep hope alive. But let's be honest, it's very dire right now. It doesn't look great at this point in time. And it looks like it was indeed a boating accident. And I don't see any evidence now. We'll keep our eyes on anything that might develop, but there's been suggestions of some nefarious activity. I don't see that. I see this as Mikey doing what he loved, and things just spiraled out of control, which can happen. I have Honestly, I've heard people say, wow, he shouldn't have been doing that. I did it. I did it when I was really young, 18. I took a friggin' 12-foot skiff over to Catalina Island. I did a lot of dumb stuff where, to be perfectly honest with you, I shouldn't be standing here in front of you all. So I wouldn't judge anybody on that. It was Mikey's sense of adventure that we all loved. And let's not take that away here. We can learn some lessons and let time play out. Maybe we'll be able to do that. But for right now, let's keep our dear friend in our thoughts and prayers. Make this our last update for now, unless there's something that we really need to talk to you about. And once again, the reason why we have been doing these updates, and Jeff, I can't thank you enough, my friend. You add some professionalism, and this channel definitely needs that. You add professionalism, and it's just great to rely on you, my friend. I deeply appreciate all you did. But just keep in mind that we'll continue to watch, and if anything happens, we will definitely let you know. All right, my friends, you can go to Friedman Adventures, and we will post what the family said. Go to Friedman Adventures on Facebook if you like, or you can go to my personal page, Phil Frieman, and I will post that up there here right when I get off this live update with you all and let you read for yourself exactly what the family said. And don't underestimate how difficult this is. This is difficult for Mikey's fans, for people. I didn't know Mikey all that well. I spent maybe three different occasions with him, but he was so infectious and such a good person. It was easy to feel like he'd been a lifelong friend really, really quickly. Don't underestimate, if that's difficult for me and you, how difficult it is for his family. Keep them in your thoughts and prayers. God bless you all. I wish I had better news, but I send you all my love. I send you all my thanks for being such really great people who only wanted to help in this really difficult situation. God bless. Take care. And I hope to see you really, really soon.